Everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Emmanuel Quickley.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's man in at the 3 slot. And for the Raptors, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickley and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Here's Claxton. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Shot from the top of the key. And Claxton throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Now here's Ingram. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That is strong. Ingram taking it right to the defense.
Here's Demon. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Porter. Now Claxton, defended by Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. Claxton the pass to Porter. Over Barnes. Porter, no luck. Outside, Barrett. Ingram outside. Pass to Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Well, I love the play call. Get Barnes in there as the screener, and Scottie really can do anything from that formation.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here is Porter. It's Thomas on the wing. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Now, man, he gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Well, Pirtle's got a lot in that toolbox. That's a lot of length and plenty of power.
Now, here's Quickley. Tight defense on him. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Quickley. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Ingram. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. There's the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and stolen by Barnes. Ingram outside. Barnes kicks to Ingram. Screen by Pirtle. Ingram passes to Pirtle. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
chance to check out some numbers for Scottie Barnes.
His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
Here's Demon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Barnes kicks to Ingram. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Here's Demon. Still without a basket. Claxton the pass to Porter. Outside Thomas. Clock at 4. They need this one, and it's good on the way in.
Oh, inside, Cam Thomas really relies on his agility and touch to get it done.
Raptors leading by 9. Barrett the pass to Pirtle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
The free throw drops for Pirtle. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Porter. Nets passing it around. Claxton a screen on Barnes. Porter, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ingram outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
The first one falls. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well-deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
Zaire Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws, good for Ingram.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
To the inside, Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
So it's Toronto now. Ingram with it. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Pirtle. Now, quickly. Plays it up and banks it in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Demon. It's a 16-point game. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Raptors in second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Takes the three. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 13-point lead. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
On the clock. Quickly, that's for two. Rebounded by the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Barrett against Thomas. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Nets trail by 15. Outside Thomas. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, Thomas is capable of creating his own shot, a valuable skill that makes him very difficult to guard.
And Toronto has possession. Quickly looking it over. On the wing, Barnes. Over Porter. Misses the wing chair.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Thomas, good.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Now here's Ingram. 11 points in the game. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the Nets with possession here. Down by 12. And Tim, an old-school big man, Jakob Poeltl, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
Count that bucket. Demons got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Toronto leading by 10. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group and a change for the Nets. Martin's checked in for Demon. Martin against Dick. Here's Shed. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And here's Porter. Outside Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. And Claxton throws it down.
And how about the recognition by Thomas there, trying to keep others involved.
Here's Shed. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Shed. Thomas with the steal. Slam dunk by Thomas.
Oh, nice slam there by Thomas. This guy just gets it done in so many ways.
Raptors leading by 6. Here's Shed. Still scoreless. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 13 fouls. To Shed. Lets it go from the wing.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Porter double team. Back to Martin. Outside Porter. Pass to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Left block shot on the way. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Down low, Claxton with the steal. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree, and you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Martin. Outside Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
First free throw is good.
And Thomas has that reputation of being a little shot happy, but the fact is Cam is a pure scorer. He's got a strong handle, he's shifty, and he has a knack for hitting tough shots.
Scottie Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Nets also changing it up. Sharp's checked in for Nic Claxton. And it's Wilson in for Michael Porter. And it's tied up with that one. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. Barnes outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got his second basket.
Wow, Barnes just slicing through the defense. That display of ball handling was impressive.
Barnes has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Outside Wilson. Pass to Thomas. And here's Sharp. He can't hit that time. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Flores checked in for Thomas.
14 fouls. Coming onto the floor for the Nets. Number 88, Nolan Flores.
24 seconds left to play here in the first. A three-pointer is right on target.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Martin against Dick. Sharp with a screen on Dick. Martin with the bounce pass. Here's Flores. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of the possession.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Martin. He's out there with Zaire Williams. Wilson out there with Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Celtics in Boston.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Nets, Jalen Wilson. One shot.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Barnes can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Barnes against Martin. Six to shoot. Williams against Dick. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Raptors with the lead. Barnes outside.
Well, Scottie Barnes is one of those do-it-all kind of guys. He can guard 1 through 4, and then offensively, he can basically do any job that's required.
In his relatively young career, Scottie Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
With the break here, let's look at the stats for Martin. Averaging about 7 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
Yeah, truthfully, I think his numbers are fine, but in talking to him, he thinks they should be even better.
And the first one drops. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scottie Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Barnes hits them both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now Martin hasn't made one yet. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Walters checked in.
Into the lineup for Toronto, number 14, Jacoby Walter.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Martin. Williams against Dick. 5 to shoot. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Battle passes to Dick. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Battle. Pass to Murray Boyle. And stolen by Sharp. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Williams.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Dick finds Barnes. Six on the shot clock. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, Barnes being very aggressive right now, keeping up the pressure on that defense.
Nets trail by 4. Outside, Martin. Pass to Wilson. Back to Martin. On the wing, Williams. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And there it is for him.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Here's Dick, following the bucket by the Nets. No good there with the step-back J. Outside, Williams. Pass to Martin. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Launches it from deep. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Walter. Nothing on the board. Here's Battle. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 5-point game. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. And you look at Demon, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitting in chemistry-wise for this team. Outside, Porter. Pass
to Demon. From the arc. It's rebounded by Scottie Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Leading by 5. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. 4 on the shot clock. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
For the Nets, Nic Claxton, shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And it's good, 2 points.
It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Nets trail by 8. Man with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Barnes. And that one's good by Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Raptors leading by 6. Ingram outside. Inside. Here's Murray Boyle. Missed inside. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by Scottie Barnes. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Pass to Murray Boyle. Dick against Porter. Dick passes to Barnes. Clock is at 3. Here's Shed. Rebound by Williams. Nets trail by 6. Now, man. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Claxton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Toronto leading by 3. Now, here's Barrett. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Washington. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And this is where Pirtle has great value to his team. Offensive rebounding, just hanging around the glass.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Thomas against Barrett. Shoots the 3. And the Nets miss again. The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Pirtle. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for a pick-and-roll partner, Pirtle is a good man to call on.
Here's Claxton. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he was a force on the glass. Absolutely dominant.
Claxton inside, defended by Pirtle.
Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Now here's Ingram. The rebound by Demon. And here is Thomas. It's stolen by Barrett. At the teardrop, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Cameron Thomas.
You can't blame the defender there trying to prevent an easy one for Barrett.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And that one misses. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
Offensive rebound. Astor quickly. From downtown, it's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Thomas. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, if you didn't know before, this game is further proof that Thomas has a deep bag offensively.
Now, here's quickly. Pass to Murray Boyle. And here is quickly. Now Ingram. Here's Demon. He's got 5, and Brooklyn turns it over again. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Monday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
The Raptors making a switch here. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. Astor quickly. Clock at 6. Over Demon. And it's quickly missing. Nets trail by 6. Here's Porter. Quickly with it. Now Thomas defending. Now Ingram. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy, and he gets the bucket. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Thomas can spread his selection out on the floor, which keeps the defense guessing.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. To the right side. Toronto working the ball around now. Ingram outside. There's a good screen. Here's Mamu Kelishvili.
Well, check out that feed. Ingram surveying the scene and looking to create the best shot possible. He's put up great assist numbers over the years.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Porter. To the paint. Here's Thomas. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. The Nets have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
15 foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Cameron Thomas. At the line for 1.
They're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Toronto leading by 6. Pass to quickly. Ingram outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Another bucket that time by Ingram. He is going off, looking to attack every time he catches the ball.
Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice D from Barrett.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us. Brandon Ingram has been lighting it up. Quite the performance in the first half.
Brandon Ingram is a special talent offensively. He's showing that tonight. This dude is capable of scoring on all 3 levels.
He's still so young, though, man. Hasn't even hit his prime. The best is yet to come for B.I.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, I think for the Raptors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Raptors leading by 8. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Barnes. Shot clock at 3. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Demon. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Takes it off the glass. And it's 13 points for Jakob Poeltl.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Now, man, he has yet to score. Claxton with it, out guarded by Ingram. 6 to shoot. Claxton the pass to man, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Ingram. Whoa!
Unreal. Yeah, well, usually Ingram is an understated player, relies more on being smooth, but not that time. He finished with some flair.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And stolen by Barnes. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And another basket for Toronto.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Nets trail by 12. Here's Demon. He's got 5. The Nets working the ball around now. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And Poeltl sends it back.
Yeah, forget about it. If Poeltl's in the paint, he's going to use his size to alter everything in there.
Man with it, out guarded by Ingram. Here's Demon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Demon's got 7.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Toronto, third best record here in the early going. And, of course, Brooklyn, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Ingram. On the wing, Barnes. For 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle, here's Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What a smart play by Porter Jr. using that shot fake. You can tell he's from a basketball family.
The Nets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
And Porter drops them both. And here is Ingram. 18 points for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Inside, here's Pirtle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's what you admire about Pirtle. He plays with so much effort.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. Jakob Parker.
And that one misses.
And one thing I really love about Jakob Poeltl, it's how active he is defensively. He just affects so many shots with his energy.
Pass to Demon. And here is Thomas. 4 on the clock. Over Barrett. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Well, as soon as they came up with that basketball, Barrett was out and he was running, and then he was able to convert on the break.
Here's Demon. He has 7. Claxton is screen on quickly. Pirtle with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's just great speed and transition. Quickly is really assertive and elusive in the open floor.
Here's Demon. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And how about the numbers here for Porter? Averaging 23 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 18. Pass to Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Thomas. To the inside. Claxton with the steal. Thomas goes in, and then Thomas with the dunk.
And how about the athleticism there? Thomas with the tenacious take and finish.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Murray Boyle. Back to Ingram. Shoots over man. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram. Totally under control.
Nets trail by 14. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Raptors.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Here's man. He's covered by Ingram. And Thomas now, top of the key. Over Barrett. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. Nets trail by 14. Porter passes to Thomas. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Demon. He has 7. Man finds Porter. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Over Barrett. They grab their own miss. And the shot is good. Claxton's got 13.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Pass to quickly. Now here's Ingram. Defended by man. And that one's good. Ingram.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Demon. And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
Man passes to Claxton. No stopping him there. He jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Raptors.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And Claxton, no good on that one. Here's Shed. Ingram outside. Jacks up a 3. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Well, he is more than capable of hurting you from the three-point line. Ingram knows how dangerous that shot is.
Pass to Thomas. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Down low. Here's Murray Boyles. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. And Brooklyn making a change here. Sharp's checked in.
Number 20, Daylon Sharp.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. Down by 15. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Wilson's got 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Ingram. It's good. Ingram's got 11 points here in just the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Dick against Thomas. Three-pointer. Shot clock at 6. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Now here's Ingram, defended by man. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And Toronto making a change here. Battles checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Williams comes in for man. And Martin subbed in for Demon. Now here's Williams. Thomas up top. Outside Martin. The Nets working the ball around now. Williams, that's for 2. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Shed. Here's Battle. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's guarded by Williams. There's the triple. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Nets trail by 15. Martin dishes to Thomas. Now Williams. Back to Thomas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And such a strong guard. Thomas is tough to handle around the rim.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for Michael Porter. He's checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Thomas. 1:36 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Dick. And they pick up 2. Dick's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Martin against Dick. Thomas, it's a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got 27 points.
First 3 of the half, 2nd of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Dick. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shed. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Martin. Now Thomas. To the paint. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Shed. He's guarded by Thomas. Shed, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Thomas. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll get you back to the action after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Michael Porter. Zaire Williams out there with Martin. Then it's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Now here is Martin. There's Williams with the 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors leading by 10. To the middle, here's Murray Boyles. Banked in off the glass. Murray Boyles has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Toronto. The net shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Sharp with this screen on Barnes. Williams can't hit.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Dick. Pass to Murray Boyles. And the 3 off target.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Martin the pass to Sharp. Martin with the screen for Sharp. Now here's Williams. Kicks it out to Wilson. Sharp with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Toronto leading by 12. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Releases. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Barnes.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Dick's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Now here is Martin. Pass to Porter. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Nobody near Williams. Nailed from three-point land.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Barnes looking around. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Nets trail by 13. Outside, Martin. Pass to Porter. Cans the 12-footer.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Kelishvili passes to Dick.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
We have a game.
Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Nic Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Dick. Nets trail by 13. Outside, Martin. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scottie Barnes picks one up.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Porter. And the Raptors making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Raptors leading by 12. It's Dick on the wing. Covered by Martin. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Battle. 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram. Williams with the block. Outside Wilson. It's Martin on the wing. Outside Porter. Williams passes to Martin. And again, it's the Nets missing. Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray Boyle. Out to Ingram from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Porter looking it over. On the wing, Williams. They set the pick. And here's Wilson. Three-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Toronto leading by 9. Now Ingram. Rebound by Williams.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And here's Martin. Over to the left wing. Porter kicks to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. A rebound by Battle. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dick passes to Ingram. It's Dick on the wing. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Outside, Martin. Pass to Porter. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Battle.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Ingram outside. The tray. Drops in the tray. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Nets trail by 14. Here's Martin. Out left to the wing. Williams for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Now here's Ingram. There's the pick. On the high post. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Martin. Back to Porter. Now Wilson. Porter kicks to Martin. From deep, Williams. Toronto grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. To the inside. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got his 8th assist here tonight. Here's Martin. Pass to Claxton. And here is Williams. In the corner, it's Martin. Williams a screen inside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Ingram with it. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here is Martin. Outside Porter. Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Williams. Toronto grabs the miss. Murray Boyles has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ingram left side. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. 11-point game. Now Williams fires the 3. Not that time. It won't go. Here's Battle. Now Dick. Ingram. Claxton with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Not efficient at all.
Here's Porter. Martin inside. And it doesn't go.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Dick against Wilson. They set the pick with the shot. Jumper is off. Nets trail by 11. Outside, Martin. Williams outside. Claxton a screen on Ingram. And it misses.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. Brady Dick. Porter pulls it down.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
Left side, Martin. Williams outside. Now Claxton. Oh, what a finish! And the Raptors call time here. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Demon comes in for Martin. Ingram against Williams. Here's Barrett. Ingram outside. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Barrett. Ingram trying to get open. Williams with the rebound.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
And it's off.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And so it's the Raptors winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.